Hi, and welcome to Karmaspiritus. My name is T. I'm an intuitive reader and healer, and I'll be using the Gilded Tarot cards, but I'm not your traditional tarot card reader. I'll more be using my senses and intuition and just feeling the energy of the time of the reading. Please receive these messages with truth and love. Now let's begin your reading. I'm actually filming while I'm on holiday. I'm in holiday in lovely Barbados. It is hot, it is sunny, so please excuse the noise of the fan. That's out of my control at the moment. And I've brought basic equipment with me because I just felt it was really important to get these messages out for the end of May, just for you. So while I shuffle these cards, Spirit, please guide me in truth, and in love, with messages for the last week of May 2019 for Libra. Wow. First card here is jumped out, and it is the King of Cups reversed. Spirit, please guide me in truth and in love with messages for the last week of May 2019. And there's another one that's come out, and this is the Two of Wands. Spirit, please guide me in truth and in love for messages for the end of May 2019 and beyond for the sign of Libra. These cards are jumping. Lots of energy around. Spirit, please guide me in truth and in love with messages for the last week of May 2019 for Libra. Just want to see if any more want to jump out. A few more shuffles. Okay, so we have the King of Cups reversed, the Two of Wands reversed, the Page of Swords, and lastly, the Two of Pentacles. Please remember that these messages will not apply to everybody, but it's a general message for the end of May and beyond. I found that the messages that are coming through are quite relevant for May and beyond May. So straight away I see that for some Librans at the moment there's a lot of emotional turmoil, not knowing what to do, where to go. There's been a lot of, it feels quite volatile actually. A lot of emotional conversations, arguments, situations, dilemmas, lots of things going on at the moment. And it's made you quite indecisive about what you want to do with whatever situation you're in. Whether this be work, whether this be relationship, or any other circumstance in your life. There's been an emotional period for some time now. There's been a lot going on the work front, on the home front, and in relationships, I feel. this is a mixed bag, and this can be applied to most things in your life. Librans are known to voice their opinions, to say things quite forthright, and sometimes not think about the consequences of what they say. And I feel that there has been consequences to a lot of what they've had to say, and there will continue to be. But you can always say things with clarity, in your truth, but in a mild, constructive way that doesn't hurt anybody, that is quite diplomatic in its own right, and doesn't leave people feeling offended. That can happen, Libra. I've got a good few Libran friends and members of my network, and I love their energy. I love the fact that they just, in some ways, say what they've got to say, but sometimes a bit of thought goes a long way. A bit of discernment in how you approach situations and dilemmas can, preserve and reserve your feelings and the other people's feelings involved. When some Librans get emotional, they almost don't know what they're saying, what they're doing. They can become quite confused and be quite defensive. It's almost like they will approach a situation with volatile words and not quite understand, but their motive behind what they say is usually because they're feeling hurt, and then in turn they feel that they need to hurt someone else. It makes them feel empowered when they speak up. And the truth is, most people feel empowered when they speak up, but it's the way in which you do it. And I do feel that whatever situation you're in has now left you in quite a bit of turmoil, and at the end of this month and going on, if you continue in this way, getting emotional, being reactive instead of responsive, and challenging people with your tongue, with your words, with, venomous responses, in responses that are not thought about before they're said, it's going to continue to cause quite a few issues for you. And there is, like I said, an element of discernment, lessons to be learned. Maybe sometimes we need to just not say anything. Leave it. Go back to it. Calm yourself down. Think about what you're going to say and then respond. Wouldn't you feel better if someone didn't say anything at all to you, rather than sort of went on a verbal barrage of what they felt was right? Because we're not always right. I say in my messages, truth and love. Yes, our truth is our own truth. As I keep on saying, your truth is your truth. But at the same time, that truth can be said in another way. Can be said with discernment, with love, with compassion, with understanding. As the elders say, if you've got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all at that time. Just leave it. Don't respond, don't react. Don't do something that you'll regret because you're emotional, because you're not quite sure of what you need to do. And don't think you know and then react. Think about what you know and then respond. It's a big difference. So Libra, I feel that this time is going to be definitely a learning curve for you. You can either take my words of advice or continue down the road that you've been obviously going down. But just think about what purpose it serves for you. Whether you can continue in this way, because you're just going to come up against loggerheads and people that will say things back just as, just as venomous as you can, or upsetting, or hurtful, and just react to what you're saying and actually not respond. So, I would ask you to just think about it. Just think about how to go forward, or how you want to end the month of May, and what you want to be doing going forward. Okay, Libra, please like, share and subscribe. Visit my channel whenever you like. I love reading for you guys. Until the next time, be true. TTBT. To thyself, be true. Ciao for now.